Hello, welcome to Spatial Data Hub. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a professional map layout using all required map elements such as a legend, a scale bar, the orientation indicator, and things necessary. I'll expose you to some professional tips and pitfalls to avoid when creating and editing characteristics of map elements. So there are 4 contents in this video: what map elements are, a description of each of these map elements, there are 11 of them highlighted here, and how to add these map elements in the QGIS layout feature. Then I'll expose you to some other features in the QGIS layout that are not exactly map elements but I think are necessary. If you are much interested in the third step, which is adding map elements in QGIS layout, I'll drop the exact timing in the description of this video. Just check it out and skip to it. So, what are map elements? Map elements are those features used in map production or representation that aid the average user to read the map without prior knowledge. While some of these elements are constants, not all are appropriate in every map. The first and most important of them is the map body. Every other element in the map is aimed at explaining the unique features of the map body. And then one that attracts the most attention, the map title. It should be kept short and well descriptive, and the aim is to tell the reader what the map is about. It can include a geographic name, layer name, or indicator name. Then we have the legend or the key. This is used to assign meaning to the symbols or colors used in the map. Then the orientation indicator. It shows the relationship between the directions on the map and those on the Earth surface. Typically, you see that in QGIS and Google Earth, the default orientation is set as north upward. So if you are told on your map, if you find on your map that there is a river to the east on the map, that means the river on the ground, on the Earth's surface, is to the right when facing north. So this helps in navigation when using a map. The scale is just a ratio of the distance on the map to the distance on the Earth's surface. It can be presented in words or using a scale bar. While the map border, a line around the map, the inset map is a smaller map. It shows the map body on a larger scale. Say the map body is showing countries in Africa. The inset map can show Africa with respect to all other continents, with respect to the world on a larger scale. The source or acknowledgement, basically the source of the information on the map, not source of the data set of the map. It can be used to state the quality of the map, of the data set, or the year of collection, such that the map reader seeing it can understand whether his map is outdated and who he can reach out to get a more recent map, or if the data source is actually an authentic source. While the creator is the map creator, that's you. The graphical helps the reader to understand the spatial orientation of the map. It shows the parallel lines of latitude and longitude, which can aid in referencing specific parts of the map. I'll show you how to get that. Then the map projection. Different map projections typically are used for different locations and with varying results. So it helps the reader to make better comparisons with other maps from other projections. So let's get right to it. So first, our layouts, you can add new print layout where you enter a unique name. But if you've already, then after you've created multiple layouts, if you want to edit your layout, you can come to this layout manager. You see I already have a number of layouts which I've already worked on before. So let's add a new print layout and call it spatial channel. Okay. You check our background settings. You can change the page sizing. You can change it from landscape to portrait, or if you have specific sizing that you are giving to produce your map layout, then you simply input it here. You can change your background color to color of choice. I'll leave mine like this. Then we'll add our map, add map. You can add items too from this point here, add map, or you just use the toolbar here. So I think there's already something I added. It's important to know that when adding a map, it projects whatever is on your QGIS homepage here. So I don't want to see the background raster image. I'll turn it off. I'll zoom in nicely to ensure that what I have on my map shows exactly the way I want it. I also don't want to see the OSM layout. You can hold down Control and zoom in. This is what I want to see. So I can now click on Add Map. Fine. We set our scale. Let's set our scale to 2000. You can decide to rotate your map if you wish. Then you can lock the layer. If you intend on adding a different map, maybe an inset map later on, you just lock your layer here. Lock styles, lock the layer. You can let's add grids. Add a grid, modify grid. Let's set it to centimeters. Set the interval to 5. Set the interval to 5. You can, instead of using solid, we could use cross, we could use markers. I like this mostly. Yeah. Let's add a frame. Interior, exterior ticks. Then let's include coordinates on the map. You can change it to decimal degrees or degree minutes. I think we'll just leave this. Then you can adjust the coordinates on the right and on the left so that it laps perfectly. Here, left, let's just say vertical descending, fine. On the right, vertical descending. I think this is good. That's for our grid. We can Let's enter a map title. You can use the text feature. Edit the map title from here. Let's say mini brain sports complex. Mini brain sports complex. Simply rolling the mouse panel on this point increases the font size, but of course you can edit it manually. You can change the font color to color of choice. I'll stick with the black here. You can center it, then center. This is how to center your text box. When you see that line at the middle, then you know it's at the middle. Let's add a map border so that it looks better. Let's add our legend. I don't want to see all of this, so to edit it, you can turn off auto updates, click on this and remove. You can rename this to call it map source OSM. Map source OSM. You can add a map title, calling it say features, whatever. A legend title rather. Features. What else? You can also add a frame on your legend. Let me move this until I see that line to show it in a straight line. Yeah, it's perfect now. Then let's add our scale bar. To add your scale bar, you can set the interval to any one of your choice. I used mine as 25 units. First, my scale bar unit is in meters. It is for the map 1, which is the only map I have here. It's in meters. And to the left, I have 0. This is what this means. To the left, let's say I have 1. You see, it changes. If I have 2, it changes even more. But I just want to leave it very simple. You can change yours to 10 meters, 100 meters, depending on the scale of your map. If I set mine to 100 meters here, you see how nasty the scale bar looks, except that's the specification required, but it doesn't fit. So 25 meters is fine. Let me set it to them all be in one line. Then add our orientation indicator. Add our orientation indicator, which is this. Let's reduce the size a bit. If your map is not oriented north, say you change the rotation, the angle of your map, then you can, okay, first of all, you can choose which kind of symbol will be used to represent your orientation indicator. You can change the angle here, untick sync with map, and enter the exact angle which you want. You can of course make other edits here. Then let's add our inset map. Let's first reduce this. Before adding your inset map, always make sure that your layer is locked first, so that whatever you do on the background doesn't change it. So to add our inset map, maybe we want to show the sport complex relative to every other part of University of Benin. So we can zoom out. Go back to add map and then draw in your map. It sounds messy. Fortunately, our OSM layout isn't loading properly, but I believe you get the idea. This is how to add your inset map. So if you want to show probably study area where our map starts from and where it heads, then we can just use this arrow tool, left click, left click, left click, then right click. We can add a frame for this map and any other edits which we wish to make. What else can we do here? If your data has an attribute table, you can add an attribute table. Mine doesn't, but it's as simple as click and join your attribute table. But mine doesn't have an attribute table, so let's delete that. You can add a custom table for anything you want to show on your map, and it's as simple as you edit the features and things on the map here on the table. Remember to always save your edits. And you can also add some other features here. Add dynamic text. You can decide to add the project author. See, that automatically brings up my name because this software is registered in my name. You can add the map properties. Map 1 is the first. That's one thing to always be sure to cross-check your scale before printing out, because at times adjustments here and there can change the scale. You see ours has been changed to 2078. So if your rotation is not upward at 0 degrees, then you can find the rotation here. You can find your ellipsoid name and every other details which you want to insert here. You can if your page layout has more than one pages, probably you are working on different maps, then you can include the page number, page count. You can include the project path. This project path is nothing more than where your stuff is saved. You can see mine already. So that's about it. Once you are done, you save your edits and you can export as an image or SVG or PDF depending on what's required of you. This is where you go to add more pages if you require more pages. You can use this point here to organize your map elements depending on which you need above the other. You can untick map elements from here if you don't want to delete them entirely. You can untick map elements. You can lock map elements depending on what's necessary. Just play around whatever you require here. Let me just show you this one. So you can add different shapes, rectangle, ellipse, triangle, any shape you want. You can add a placement marker, and this is what a marker looks like. You can go on to edit the color of choice or whatever was required here. You can use this when probably a feature is not identified on the map and you want to identify it on your layout here. So simply clicking on this and adding a text to show, say, main bowl. Then increase the font a bit and make it look nice. So that's how you have it. And you see it's easily identifiable on your map. You can edit it to whatever you want. So just play around any of the features you see, and thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please don't fail to like it as it keeps the channel moving. Subscribe to my channel. I'll be dropping a lot deeper hints on QGIS and other GIS software applications in the future. You won't want to miss it. Turn on your post notification so that whenever my video drops, you'll be the first to know. Thank you once again.